The poem The Balloon Man is written by Rose Lehman, and it's about the balloon man who comes on market days with lovely balloons. He has balloons of many colors such as red, purple, blue and green. He has some big balloons and some small ones. He has tied all the balloons with a string. On a windy day, they tug and tug like anything. The child in the poem thinks that one day the balloon man will set free all his balloons and the children will see them sailing high in the sky. And the children will see them sailing high in the sky. It would be a lovely sight. The poem is written by the poet Rose Lehman. And here, children, you find a number of balloons of different colors. Don't we feel like taking one of the balloon and play with it? Here we find a person pushing his cart with so many hundreds and hundreds of balloons. But it's not very hard for the person to push his cart because the balloons are very light and very. And here the child, she's walking so easily with balloons holding, and we feel like watching the child. We feel like watching the balloons, isn't it? We also feel so good if we walk along with the balloons. So happy, happy, happy. Now let's start reciting the poem, The Balloon Man. Now here are the word meanings and the sentences. Bunch. Here are the balloons, a bunch of balloons, all the balloons tied together, we call it as a bunch of balloons, and are of different colors. A number of things of the same kind kept together is called as a bunch of balloons, a bunch of flowers. I ate a bunch of grapes in the morning. Here we find the grapes so fresh, isn't it? I ate a bunch of grapes in the morning. Square. Now this is the market square. Square square. A four-sided area surrounded by buildings. Meaning of the word square is meet me at the market square is the sentence. And what's the meaning of the square? A market place. Sunny. See the sun setting. Yes, sunrise, sun rising, sun setting. It is a beautiful sight. So here sunny means bright sunlight. It was a sunny day outside. So here we find this animal running, jogging, isn't it? It was a sunny day outside. Tug. Tug means sentence. The horse tugged the cart with force. The horse tugged the cart with force. So we start the poem. He always comes on market days and holds balloons a lovely bunch. And in the market square he stays and never seems to think of lunch. He always comes on market days and holds balloons a lovely bunch. And in the market square he stays and never seems to think of lunch. They are red and purple, blue and green. And when it is a sunny day, the cars and people get between. You see them shining far away. They are red and purple, blue and green. And when it is a sunny day, the cars and people get between. You see them shining far away. And some are big and some are small, all tied together with a string. And some are big and some are small, all tied together with a string. And if there is a wind at all, they tug and tug like anything. And if there is a wind at all, they tug and tug like anything. Some day perhaps he'll let them go, and we shall see them sailing high, and stand and watch them from below. They would look pretty in the sky. Some day perhaps he'll let them go, and we shall see them sailing high, and stand and watch them from below. They would look pretty in the sky. Now let's start with the reading comprehension. Where does the balloon man stand? The balloon man stood in the market square. You can see the balloon man stands in the market square also. Okay. Now I just use the word stood because it is the past tense of stand to introduce the past tense of stand. What happens to the balloons when there is a wind? The balloons start tugging when there is a wind. What happens to the balloons when there is a wind? The balloons start tugging when there is a wind. What does the child like to see the balloon man do? The child would like the balloon man to let the balloons go sailing high in the sky. Have a nice day. Have a fantastic day.